When we look back at history, we often find that the most successful individuals were once considered foolish by others. But instead of listening to outside opinions, they followed their own intelligence and foresight. In the end, they were seen as the wisest, because success doesn't lie in outward appearances, but in making the right decisions at the right time. Today's story teaches us an important lesson. Being truly wise and appearing wise in the eyes of others are two completely different things. So, let's begin. Once upon a time, in a certain kingdom, there lived a clever minister who served as the chief advisor to the king. He was so intelligent that he always had solutions for every problem, and the king never made an important decision without his counsel. Naturally, this made many other courtiers jealous of him. One day, the king said to the minister, "You are indeed very wise, but your son is completely foolish. He has no sense at all." The minister wasn't pleased to hear this and asked, "Your Majesty, why do you say that? What makes you think my son is foolish?" The king replied, "Every morning when I go to meet the villagers, I see your son on the road. I ask him, which is more valuable, gold or silver? And every day, he answers, silver." Hearing this, the entire court burst into laughter, and the minister felt deeply embarrassed. Without saying a word, he returned home and asked his son, "Tell me, which metal is more valuable, gold or silver?" Without hesitation, the son replied, "Of course, gold." "Then why do you give the wrong answer in front of the king every day?" the minister asked. The boy explained, "Father, every morning, the king comes to the market and calls me over. He places 2 coins in front of me, 1 gold and 1 silver, and asks me to pick the more valuable one. I always choose the silver coin, and he laughs before walking away." Surprised, the minister asked, "But why do you always pick the silver coin? Today the entire court laughed at you." The son gently took his father's hand, led him to his room, and opened a box filled with silver coins. Astonished, the minister asked, "How did you collect so many silver coins?" "These were all given to me by the king," the boy said. "Every day, when I take the silver coin, he happily gives it to me. But I know that the day I take the gold coin, he'll realize that I'm not a fool, and he'll stop giving me anything. The king finds joy in thinking that I believe silver is more valuable than gold. That's why he keeps giving me a coin every day. If I ever pick the gold coin, he'll feel there's no point in continuing the game and will stop giving me coins altogether. I'd rather receive a silver coin daily than lose everything for the sake of 1 gold coin." Hearing this, the minister was filled with pride at his son's wisdom. He realized that, while others saw his son as a fool, only a truly wise person could understand the depth of his thinking. From that day forward, whenever someone mocked his son for being foolish, the minister simply smiled and walked away. In real life, you may have noticed that some people boast about doing little, while others do great things quietly. In this story, the minister's son was consciously choosing the silver coins for long-term gain, without showing off or claiming credit. So, if you know that what you're doing is right, it doesn't matter if others call you foolish or insane, because one day you'll be far ahead of the crowd. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like or comment so others can discover it too. I'll return soon with another inspiring story. Until then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.